Hello students, now let us discuss the topic on capacitor. I hope you all must have seen capacitors. This circuit board is taken from a mobile phone charger adapter. Actually this is transformer. You can see coil is there. It's a transformer. This is step down transformer. Whereas in India, for household supply, we get 220 voltage, whereas a mobile phone battery requires around 5 voltage. Therefore, the 220 voltage is to be reduced to 5 voltage, around 5 voltage. So we use step down transformer. This is step down transformer. In the step down transformer, number of turns in secondary will be less than number of turns in primary. These are capacitors, which are like a cylinder shape. These are all capacitors. Even in a ceiling fan also you could have seen capacitor. Capacitor is a energy storage device. Now let us see how dielectric impacts the capacitor. This is the capacitor. This plate is being positively charged, this plate is being negatively charged. These two plates are parallel to each other and they are connected to a battery. D is the distance between the plates. E0 is the electric field here, V0 is the potential here, Q0 is the charge present in the capacitor, and C0 is the capacitance of the capacitor. Okay, and we can write from this, we can write that we have E equal to minus dV by dx, and from this we can write that E is equal to V by D. We can write E is equal to V by D. Electric field is negative potential gradient. We can write E is equal to V by D, and from this we can write that V is equal to E into D, and here we can write that here the potential is taken as V0 and here electric field is taken as E0, but D is the distance because in all the cases we keep D as distance, it is not changing, therefore E0 into D. And we know capacitance of a capacitor is the ratio between charge given to the plates and potential developed between the plates. Capacitance of a capacitor is the ratio between charge given to the plates and potential developed between the plates. C is equal to Q by V. Okay, and in this case we can take it as C0 is equal to Q0 and V0. We can take it as and V0. C0 equal to Q0 by V0. Also, we know energy stored in a capacitor formula U is equal to half CV square. Half CV square. In this case, let us take it as U0, where it is connected to battery and there is no dielectric. Half C0 V0 square. That is equal to 1 by 2 C0. From this equation, we can write V0 is equal to Q0 divided by C0. So V0 square can be written as Q0 square divided by C0 square. C0 get cancelled. Then we get U0 is equal to half Q0 square divided by C0. This is also an equation to calculate energy stored in a capacitor. This is also an equation to calculate energy stored in a capacitor. In this case, the two plates of a parallel plate capacitor are connected to a battery. E0 is the electric field between the plates. The arrow mark indicates that electric field is acting from positive to negative. V0 is the potential between the plates. Arrow mark is here because electric field is a vector quantity. No arrow mark is mentioned on potential because potential is not a vector quantity. D is the distance between the plates. Q0 is the charge present in a capacitor, especially in one plate, because if we calculate total charges in a capacitor, that will be equal to 0. For example, here if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive charges plus 5 negative charges, total charges in a capacitor is 0. C0 is capacitance of the capacitor. So we get electric field is negative potential gradient, so we can write E is equal to V by D. and we can write in this case V naught equal to E naught into D. Capacitance of a capacitor is the ratio between charge given to the plates and potential developed between the plates, and energy stored is U is equal to half C V square. Substituting this value, we are getting this. This is energy stored in the capacitor without dielectric. Now let us discuss this case where a dielectric is introduced. Dielectric is an insulator. It could be like wood or mica or plastic. Dielectric is introduced here. When dielectric is introduced, naturally the electric field will decrease here. Now the electric field is E, now potential is V. The epsilon R can be written like this. Epsilon R will be equal to E naught divided by E. Relative permittivity is a ratio between the previous electric field by present electric field. Epsilon R equal to E naught by E. From this we can write E is equal to E naught divided by epsilon R. E naught divided by epsilon R. And also we can write that V is equal to we have electric field is equal to V by D, and from this we can write that V is equal to E into D, and from this we can write V is equal to E value from this E naught by epsilon R. So E naught divided by epsilon R, and you have D here, but E naught into D is equal to V naught. So we can substitute here, V is equal to V naught divided by epsilon R, where epsilon R is relative permittivity, V is the potential between the plates once the dielectric is introduced, and you can also observe that battery is being removed from the connection. Okay, V naught is the potential in this case where battery was there, and we know that C is equal to Q by V. Capacitance of a capacitor is the ratio between charge given to the plates and potential developed between the plates. C is equal to Q by V, and in this case we can take that the total charge Q as Q naught, because as the battery is removed, number of charges will not increase or number of charges will not decrease. It will be the same as previous case. So instead of Q we can take Q naught, but V differs. Then C is equal to Q naught divided by V. V value we can substitute from this, that is V naught divided by epsilon R. That is V naught divided by epsilon R, which is equal to Q naught divided by V naught into epsilon R. Q naught by V naught. Q naught by V naught is capacitance of the capacitor without dielectric. So that can be substituted here. Then we get C is equal to C naught into epsilon R. Epsilon R value is always greater than 1. Relative permittivity is always greater than 1. Only for air, epsilon R value will be equal to 1. So from this we understand that C must be greater than C naught. So what we infer from this equation is that when dielectric is introduced between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor, capacitance of the capacitor increases. Capacitance of the capacitor increases. And we can compare energy now. We have U is equal to half CV square. U is equal to half CV square. Now let us take the energy as U of C. C is the capacitance. V can be written as Q naught by C. V can be written as Q naught by C whole square. That's equal to 1 by 2 Q naught square by C, because 1 C and C get cancelled. Okay, Q naught by C of Q naught square by C. This is U, and that's equal to 1 by 2 Q naught square by C. What is C? C is equal to C naught into epsilon R. That value can be substituted here. We get C naught into epsilon R. 1 by 2 Q naught square by C naught. 1 by 2 Q naught square by C naught is equal to energy stored in the capacitor without dielectric. This value can be substituted there. So we get, this is U, energy stored in the capacitor with dielectric. U is equal to energy stored in the capacitor without dielectric, U naught divided by epsilon r. Epsilon r value is always greater than 1. So we understand that energy stored in the capacitor with dielectric will always be less than energy stored in the capacitor without dielectric. This we infer from this. Here what you understand that C is equal to C naught into epsilon r. Epsilon r value is always greater than 1. So we understand that capacitance of the capacitor increases when dielectric is introduced. C is greater than C naught. Here what we get that U is less than U naught. So we understand that energy stored in the capacitor decreases when dielectric is introduced. Now this case, that is, dielectric is there and battery is also there. In this case, no dielectric, battery is there. In this case, dielectric is there, battery is removed. In third case, dielectric is there, battery is also connected. As battery is connected continuously, charge will increase. Charge will increase by epsilon r times. Q will be equal to epsilon r times of Q naught. Okay. And here also you can write that C is equal to Q by V. C is equal to Q by V. Capacitance of the capacitor is equal to Q. What is Q? Q is equal to epsilon r Q naught. Epsilon r Q naught. Epsilon r Q naught. What is the potential here? Potential here is equal to V naught. Q naught by V naught. Q naught by V naught is capacitance of the capacitor without dielectric. So we can write that C is equal to epsilon r times of C naught. We understand that capacitance of the capacitor increases in this case. C is greater than C naught. C is greater than C naught because epsilon r value is greater than 1. Epsilon r value is greater than 1. So capacitance of the capacitor increases when dielectric is there and also battery is continuously connected there. Now let us discuss this energy. We have U is equal to half CV square. This is energy of the capacitor, that is equal to half CV. What is V here? V is equal to Q by C. V is equal to Q by C. V is equal to Q by C whole square. That is equal to 1 by 2 Q square by C. Q square by C. That's equal to energy stored U is equal to 1 by 2 Q. What is Q? Q is equal to epsilon r Q naught. So we can write that epsilon r square Q square divided by C. What is C here? C is equal to epsilon r C naught. Epsilon r C naught. That is equal to here we get Q is equal to epsilon r Q naught. Therefore Q square is equal to epsilon r square Q naught square. That's equal to 1 by 2 epsilon r Q naught square by C naught. That is equal to epsilon r 1 by 2 Q naught square by C naught. 1 by 2 Q naught square by C naught is nothing but energy stored in the capacitor without dielectric, U naught. So we can substitute it there. Then you get U is equal to epsilon r times of U naught. Epsilon r value is always greater than 1. Therefore, we infer that U must be greater than U naught. Electrostatic potential energy of capacitors increases when dielectric is introduced there and the battery is also there. So let us compare these three. Here, C naught equal to Q naught by V naught is a capacitance. U naught equal to half Q naught square by C naught is the energy stored. When the battery is removed and dielectric is introduced, capacitance of the capacitor increases. Electrostatic potential energy stored in the capacitor decreases. As dielectric is introduced, electric field decreases. Potential also decreases because E is equal to V by D. Therefore, D remains constant. Therefore, as E decreases, V also decreases. But Q remains the same. Q remains the same. Now, in this case, capacitance of the capacitor increases when compared with this. Energy stored in the capacitor also increases when compared with this. But electric field and potential will remain the same as battery is continuously connected there and it is being continuously charged. and the number of charges increases by epsilon r times. In this case, charge remains the same. In this case, charge increases. So this is comparison when for a capacitor with dielectric and with battery. I hope you understand this concept. Thank you.